Anyway, I'm in this beautiful spot and I wanted to make this video about changing other people. Because how many times in our lives have we wanted other people to change? You know, he or she puts the toothpaste tube on when you like to leave it off, or they squeeze the toothpaste tube from the bottom, not the top, or they just do things differently from you. You know, here's the classic. Are you a toilet roll over or under? And how many times have you lived in a house with people or been with a partner who does the opposite of you? And you think, oh, you could just not do that because it drives me nuts. Well, I have bad news. No one is ever going to change just because you want them to. Da-ding! And how hard is it to hear that? I mean, we all know it. We inherently know it, but we forget it, don't we? And sometimes it serves to have a reminder of that, because no one else will change until you change first. And for us to change means we have to take, responsibility for ourselves. And we have to recognize that just because that other person is doing something we don't like and we don't want to do, that doesn't mean we have the right to expect them to change it. Now, of course, I'm talking about minor things here. I'm not talking about situations where people are violent or harming you, truly harming you in some way. But that's still the case. We expect these people to change. We give them another chance and another chance and another chance. But nothing will ever change truly until we change ourselves. And we need to look at, well, we don't need to do anything, but if you choose to, looking at your core beliefs, looking at why you want other people to change, looking at what it is with you that's so important that the toothpaste tube must be squeezed a particular way, or that the toilet paper must be put in the right place, in the right way. To explore and examine ourselves. So to see all these little situations where we want someone else to change as an opportunity for us to reflect more on ourselves. And is there more that we can do about ourselves to change ourselves that will either turn both of those things, for example, into something so insignificant that you can laugh about it? I don't know, have a competition. Every time you go in the bathroom, turn the toilet roll the other way. And then see the next time you go back that it'll be turned the other way. And then make it a joke, because it's so ridiculous. We make these things into giant behemoths and they're not. So looking at ourselves as to why it's so important to us, what is it about that that triggers us, and what does it trigger inside us? Look at the beliefs that you have about yourself and about whatever it is that you want someone else to change. And you know, if there's someone at work that's really disturbing you, or if it's a friend that's doing something you don't like, who is it up to have the conversation? Dang, that would be us. It would be us having the courage to speak to someone else about something that's bothering us. And for us to do that, if it takes confidence or courage, why is that? What have we told ourselves about ourselves that means we can't talk honestly and calmly to someone else about setting a boundary? If they're doing something that we don't like and it's unreasonable, then we need to set a boundary. And setting boundaries is something that, I mean, I'm getting better at, but I haven't mastered it perfectly. I have some friends who are great at it, and sometimes it's really harsh, but at some level it works very well because you know very clearly where you stand with those people and what is not acceptable and what is acceptable. Which brings me to one of the other things to think about, which is what you deem as acceptable and not acceptable. So dive into yourself. When you want someone else to change, that is a huge flag for you to deep dive and look at what it is inside you that's truly wanting them to change. Does it remind you of something that happened in your past? Does it make you feel that you're not respected? And of course, if you feel you're not respected, ask yourself, how well do you respect yourself? Because almost everything in life comes back to us and how we feel about ourselves. But that's another video for another time. So I hope that was useful. See ya.
Always look on the bright side of life.